So, some news recently came out that Sheikh Jassim from Qatar is on the verge of taking over Manchester United. But overnight, in the morning, as of the recording of this video, some people came out and said it's actually not quite true. Even some so-called Qatari sources have said that they're surprised by the news that came out and that nothing's really close. And in fact, the next stage expected is like a board meeting with United. So things may or may not be about to conclude for United fans in terms of the takeover. Maybe it's PR. Maybe it's fake news. Maybe it's people jumping the gun and getting ahead of themselves. Because some people from Qatar, prominent people as well, came out on Twitter and congratulated Sheikh Jassim. Whether it's because they personally know that he's about to buy the club, or based on the reports from the newspaper that is allegedly owned by Sheikh Jassim's father, which is apparently not true. Who knows? But one thing can be certain is that the conclusion of the takeover is probably very close. And I wanna ask this question. If you're a United fan or even a rival fan or just a neutral, if Sheikh Jassim buys Manchester United, do you think they are back? Do you think that they will be a threat? Do you think it will be scary hours for the Premier League? Let me know in the comments. So the Glazers, if they wanted to accept Sir Jim and his offer, him and Ineos, they would have done it by now. They probably would have done it by now. And the fact that the Glazers, Avram went to Qatar, I think it was last year, and there's even a picture of him sitting in a seat and maybe it's at a restaurant or a hotel on his phone. They were probably seeking a rich sheikh to buy the club in the first place. For whatever reasons, I don't know. Maybe it's future business opportunities or maybe preference, I don't know. But Sir Jim has been interested in buying Manchester United for a while, and he's met the Glazers before. I think maybe more than once. And he said they're nice people and whatnot. So he's been interested for a while. But I think the Glazers wanted a Qatari in the first place. And once they knew a Qatari was going to be interested and was serious, that's when they pulled the trigger and said they were looking for a takeover. So for Sir Jim, if his bid was good enough, it would have been accepted. And they haven't even changed their bid or improved it or anything since I think a month ago, even maybe a month and a half ago. Like that same offer has stayed there. Whereas Sheikh Jassim has upped his bid maybe twice in that time. The biggest issue for them and for the Sir Jim bid is the fact that Sir Jim and Ineos are only going to buy the Glazers' share of Manchester United. And that creates a complete and utter complication because the Glazers will then be liable for screwing over the shareholders because the Glazers will get the money for their 69%, whereas the remaining 31% owned by hedge funds and private funds, they won't get any money. So they'll lose out. Therefore, they can sue the Glazers and go like, we didn't get any value for money. We didn't get money at all. So we're going to sue you for some money because we're owed some money because we have shares in the company. That just creates a whole issue for them because we all know that the Glazers do not like spending their own money. They are greedy and they are cheapskates. So that's their MO. There's no way in hell that they're going to decide to go through a legal battle and potentially, most likely, lose a lot of the money that they got from the takeover bid, you know. So there's that element. So Jim himself doesn't really like losing money. He doesn't like being at a loss. You know, he's like conservative. He's pragmatic when it comes to investments and spending money. And he doesn't really take on high risk projects, high risk businesses. That explains his strategy when it comes to taking over sports teams. He wants to buy Manchester United. It's already established. He bought Nice, who were on the up, but he's screwed them over. He stunted them. He bought the Team Sky cycling team. He's bought into the Mercedes Formula 1 team. And, you know, he's not really into high risk projects. He's got the America's Cup project, but again, like, he's not really going to lose a lot of money on that. It's only Britain versus whoever else, I think America or something. So that's not really a high risk per se, you know. High risk would be starting up a Formula 1 team and trying to become a world champion within 5-10 years. That's high risk. Formula 1 is one of the most high risk sports investments you can make. He won't be doing that. That's why he bought 33% of the Mercedes Formula 1 team, to piggyback off their success. Nice is a different situation because, again, he actually bought the club whilst it was on the up. It wasn't established like that. It was on the up and he screwed them over. Manchester United, they've declined, but they're still established. Still one of the biggest teams in the world. And you're guaranteed stability there when it comes to revenue and whatnot. He doesn't like making losses is my point. And The Glazers probably saw that and were like, yeah, he may be offering more money, but we have to probably go through court to even keep most of it. Whereas Sheikh Jassim, he could potentially offer us more business opportunities in the future in Qatar to make more money, and he's offering the money for 100%. So we'll get our money and our shareholders will get money, and everyone is happy. Everyone goes home happy. It's a win-win. And it's simple as well. Straight up cash. No options, no put calls, no schedule of buying shares after a certain amount of time, nothing like that. Straight up 100%, £6 billion potentially, take it or leave it. And that's simple for them, you know? So let me know what you think about the takeover. Do you think Sheikh Jassim is about to buy Manchester United? Do you hope he does? Do you think Sir Jim is the favourite? Do you think that when all is said and done, if Sheikh Jassim buys Manchester United, that Manchester United are back? And do you think Sir Jim has been used as a tool by the Glazers just to up Sheikh Jassim's bid? Because Nasser Al-Khelafi was involved in the process really early on to help the Glazers get Sheikh Jassim to increase his bid, because that element came out just a few days ago. So Sir Jim may have been used as a tool this whole time to get Sheikh Jassim to bid as much money as possible. So guys, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.